His Royal Highness Prince Sigalo today visited Kanyeni, where he presented blankets and food to the elderly and the needy. Prince Senzangakona today celebrated the life of Prince Lamsembi, who was late, the role he played in ensuring that he gives advice and also ensure that there is development in his community. The Deputy Prime Minister, Senator Temba Masuku, supported the drive by the country to develop youngsters, boys and girls equally. Yemaswati are encouraged to heed to the protocols of halting the spread of COVID-19, as they are also encouraged to visit the vaccination sites. In other news, His Royal Highness Prince Sigalo today presented blankets and food to the elderly of Bukanyeni. The foundation visited various Tingunda centers to distribute food of this nature and blankets to keep the elderly warm, as it is part of their mandate.
The Prince Sigalo Foundation today visited Ekukanyeni in Nkundla, where they were supporting the elderly, where they were distributing food parcels and blankets to keep the elderly warm and fed, especially during the time of the winter season. This is not the first time they are giving out to the needy, stating that it is important for them to take care of the elderly, learning from the senior authorities of the country.
Usinika injabulo lenhle nalethokodako ukukhanza sive singaka bekunene nangoba ningaka nebami labadzala bangaka nabo labancane bangaka kuyabonakalisa ukuthi live liyaphilelana makunjena bekunene sikhanza ukuthi injabulo ingaka besiyi foundation bekunene ngoba solo sihamba lapha nalapha nalapha intikotsi ehlukene sikhanza okuhle nako ukuthi ngoba phela vele solo siyayinga sihamba lena nalena umsebenzi solo iyasithatha ngokuhlukahlukana isikhomba lena sibuka nakuthi yile khona ngalapha noma yile shoda kongalapha sesihambe saze sifika ngeNgwazini bekunene ungasikhatheni besikhona udane ngale ngesheya ngomgwaqo la ngase sivele phinze sesibuye ngala ngesheya utoqhubeka nawo lo msebenzi we-foundation sinibambise bekunene ukuthi abantu labadzala bakhona ukuthi nabayuphumula baphumule kahle balale ngetingubo letifuthumele baphindze bathole bakhona ukufaka kudla esifini bangalali balambile bekusi bekumele njengoba niphelele ningaka ukuthi sive sikhulu simbela sive solo sisesenayo inhlonipho siyathokozisa ukubona siphelele sinjena nasi so ukuthi sitawuqhubeka sibambise sona sive ngokuthi sivele lapha nalapha sifuna nazo sikhoda ngakuphi sinazo sikhoda ngakuphi ngoba nje sinkulu sive ngeke usicethe kepha-ke mangabe kubanjiswana njengoba sibambisana nalapha lamuhla ukuthi sive siyakudinga lokho nalabancane labakhubatekile bayakudinga lokho ngifile nenombolo nakati ibala ukuthi inombolo impela tiphakamisile ngalapha endzaweni lawukhanza ukuthi nebantwana labakhubatekile siyabona ukuthi uhulumende usithethe leso sinyathelo sokuthi avele ngalapha atokubona kubona agaze abukene ukuthi bantwana labakhubatekile bangakanani ufuna babanake kanjani ngoba kunehlelo labazama ukulungisa lehlukene
lokulethela sonke asifunze ukuthi na ucabanga into lenhle ungacabanga into lenhle into lenhle isimisa phambili into lenhle isilisela emuva lapha nje asenginibude ungangiphenduli ukuthi ngiyanibude ngaphendula wena kuke kwenteke ukuthi laphela liviko sowutibude ukuthi kukangaki abantu labathi ngiyabonga kuwe kuthi laphela liviko ukuthi ibude ukuthi bangaki labathi ngiyabonga kuwe nje waya sithi siyabonga lapho ngenyanga
uyabona lo mhlabelelo lokuthiwa namhla Nkosi siyamangala nasibuke emuva kube wawungekho wena asafele endleleni asifaka endleleni bakhona nangemazinyane esilo abetha sibusa njengoba sasibusile ogogo bathi angabe mazi.
The Prince Sigalo Foundation, since inception, have visited various Tingunda centers, making distributions of this nature and assisting the needy. For Yemaswati News, I'm Linda Shawat Kimberley Mafuso, Ukanyeni.
The elderly and the needy of Vusweni in the Mazini region were also happy as there was a service to remember the late Prince Tlamusembi, staged by Prince Chief Sanzangakona, the chief of the area. This event was also graced by many people, senior officials of government, who came through to support this service.
Vusweni Mphakathi worship service went well today. The service was held in honor of the late Prince Tlamusembi, whereby good friends of Vusweni Chief Senzangakona, Gateway Projects, donated food parcels and clothes to the community. It was indeed a powerful service, for a special prayer for Chief Senzangakona was conducted, whereby pastors and congregants prayed for his protection and long life.
Emsebenzini nomntwana Nkosi Tlamusembi le Jesus worship uNkulunkulu bengangithume ukuthi ngikhulume nangemagama lendawo ashwambuluka ukuthi ke nawusemkhathini webantu bayesabela ekhanje sinimphefumulo uthinzekile asala uthi uNkulunkulu ubosingasukhulumile njengoba sesondweni ekhulume nangemagama uthi the cry you will cry when you hear the saints are gone, cry it now. Uthi lokho kulila nasewuva sikarangcwele sebehluthiwe ukhale nyaka.
What we have witnessed here is very, very important. I thank God for being here today to witness special.
Great joy came upon the community of Vusweni when the director of micro projects, Busulumbino, announced the construction of a bridge in the area, which is set to commence on the month of July, and it shall be completed between the months of November and December. Chief Senzangakona, upon dispersing the crowd, highlighted the importance of respect and being patient with the other. He also pleaded that there be peace in every household and no violence, especially to married couples. Reporting for Channel Yemaswati News, Nomvuselo Similani in Vusweni.
The Deputy Prime Minister, Senator Themba Masuku, calls upon families to support their young ones, especially young boys and girls, so that they can have a mindset of developing themselves to better people who contribute to the country's development. Speaking at the tournament, which has been sponsored by Pick and Pay, to ensure that football is improved at grassroots level.
The Deputy Prime Minister, Senator Themba Masuku, encourages the country to support the girl child. As it is the Youth Month, it is important to explore many things that will be of great assistance and will give information to many people on how they can play a role in supporting their children.
Ngibonile ukuthi Pick and Pay nalena sasinaye nalamhla solungile uhambe mbili senangibuka nalamajezi ngakhanza sitinenti inkampani letisekele lokusekelwe Pick and Pay, so inkampani sangibonge nje ukuthi ingagcini lapha-ke sikhona khona emadolobheni athi phume nje phela tifike naphansi kulawo banakuphi emdlembini nakuphi lapha tingefika khona nakhona kusekelwe ngoba lapho ungakhanza ungathi sesisekele lalaba layitudane emadolobheni kanti sisekela live lonke, but nje ngibabonge kakhulu nayo i-Football Association nemsebenzi omkhulu abawenza.
For Channel Yemaswati News, I'm Linda Shongwe. Babane.
The Magongo clan, which is based here in Eswatini and spread its wings into South Africa, was celebrating the gathering today at Nhlazatshe in the Republic of South Africa in a place called ESWATINI. They were uniting the different houses of their grandfathers to remember where they come from, especially because they are related to the royalty after King Yemaswati II was building a royal chiefdom in the country of South Africa.
Ngozi, Magomo, Gachet, Wanyanza, Sikapkap. Wena wamhlanzo, shakabi nyoni zolala. Mhlabo wenkomo basemasimini bathi babuya beve ngelusu.
The Magongo clan today was staging a celebration and a gathering where they were celebrating the life of their brother who have been sickly for the past 3 years, who God has now healed, and appreciate the opportunity God gave him in life as a businessman who is able to take care of the family.
So lo msebenzi la sitobongela sike saphatha waphatheka umnakethu umbhudi lapha Jabulani kakhulu, wagula kakhulu, sambona asihambela, kepha uNkulunkulu wasiphakamisa sandla. Sitha sitobongela ngimsa umtukulu washalate, umsa wa Esau umnakethu lo mpitoli den ngokuthi ukwatile ukuthi aphinze abuye abe ngumeya. Lo kwakwabi ngensando yethu nensando yabani, but kube insando yaNkulunkulu.
Mbudi Magongo, the brother who was celebrated today, stated that it is important to gather as family and clan of the Magongo to continue to expand the knowledge of their history so that they can continue to network. Uvete ukuthi kawukhule lo msebenzi ucine ubanjiswane kito tonke letibongo tewukhona ukuthi kwatiwane.
BakaMagongo baphelele bonke la batane singayishile nto le bangayathi usho bantu babethu abayathi la sinebeswati sinabasevetfam sinababomatsule ngithi mina ishobele nto kakhulu boMagongo nisihlanganise.
Dan Kosi, who is born from the Magongo clan and the executive mayor for the Albert Luthuli municipality, appreciated this gathering and stated that it should be implemented so to be inculcated in the various households among the municipality, so to encourage spirit of unity.
Siyabonga sikhona la ekhaya kaMagongo. Lo baba la ekhaya uke wagula isikhathi eside. Sibonga lokuthi usinzile. Kanti ke babonga nokuthi nathi ngale emkhandlwini siphinde sanika lithuba ukuthi mchubeke kube nge-executive mayor. Siyabonga lokho kwakha lokuthide nakule situkulwane lesikhona nesitukulwane lesisakhula egameni lokuthi kufuneka sathi nje ukuthi kubonga ukhombisa kubaleka kwalento umdali kasendele yona lokuthi lokuphila nalokuthi nabo umuntu agula asinze nokuthi sichubeke impilo ichubeke iye phambili. Siyathemba ukuthi lo mcimbi wanamuhla ungicabanga leminye imicimbi letokhulisa abantwana abathithe ngoba kunalento lokuthiwa ngema-values, ifaka ama-values labantwana, ivuselela nalento lesithi ngema-norms ukuthi uma ngabe umuntu akunike into ufuna ukubonga nekuthi futhi ukhona ekuphilisana nabantu. Lokho kukhulunywa la i-theme lenkulu lesithethe ngilokuthi kubalekile ukuthi uma singumndeni sihlale si-united and futhi sathana kakuthandi lokho kodwa kufanele sibafundise abantwana ukuthi.
Clans from Eswatini, Mbombela Wheatbank were also part of this ceremony, which was a success. In the strong of channel Yemaswati News, ESWATINI, South Africa.
The Ministry of Tourism and Environmental Affairs and the Ministry of Agriculture collaborated in an effort to ensure that they encourage communities that are affected by dongas and erosion to work around the clock to ensure that they stop the erosion before it exceeds into a big donga, stating that it interrupts farming and also cattle grazing.
The Ministry of Tourism and Environmental Affairs and the Ministry of Agriculture collaborated to counter dongas and erosion stating the importance of Yemaswati to avoid deforestation as it is one contributor to such activities that bring hindrance in rearing cows and also farming as well.
Uma sibuka lenzaba yekugedugeduka vele idalwa ngithi icala kithi kuyenteka kube tinkomo tiye emadiphi tihambe kuleyo ndzawo leyo kuyenteka kukhanze ukuthi sesijubele tihlahla tonkana sekuyageduka nyalo ke sekunale simo lesibi sekuguquguquka kwesimo setelitulu lesithi climate change naselina ke lelitulu libanga lokugeduka la lapho beku sihoshana sekuguquka kube sisele sisuka kulo yamsebenzi loya lelapho lesisele besiya ku 20 meters kuyoshona le phansi lapha indlunkulu beyihamba kangangoba nakubonakala kuleli bhuku kwabonakala ukuthi akusenjendwe enduna yenkosi kuthi kubete lo mhlaba lohamba kangaka siphinze sivikele lendlunkulu
bathi sekuyagethuka nje tindvonga nawuthi uyanaka tigethuka ngoba kukhona lesingakakwendi kahle thine bo manager bawo lo mhlabathi we are called ukuthi sikulungise lokho sende ngendlela lefanele kubalulekile kakhulu la emhlabathini ngilala sidla khona uyathi noma ungaze uthi ngiyangisinangikhuluma ka agriculture ngithi labanye abafuni kulima nasithi akulinywe uyathi noma ungakalimi kodwa udla tindvo letilinyiwe uyathi noma uphuma nje endlini na uphuma nje endlini kakho ugcoke iagriculture ngoba letindvo lotigcokile takhiwe ngetindvo letisuka emhlabathini.
For Channel Yemaswati News, I'm Linda Shongwe with Thabo Sibanze Kandinda.
Welcome back, viewers. You're still watching channel Yemaswati News, and the news continue. Yemaswati are encouraged to heed to the protocols of halting the spread of COVID-19 so that it can be herd immune, and also encouraged to visit the vaccination sites. And would like to update on the World Cup for 2026. It will be hosted by the American countries jointly, Mexico, Canada, and America, as we are expecting this year the World Cup to be held in Qatar. And now the news. The Ministry of Agriculture have been reported to have partnered with the Ministry of Tourism in their fight against dongas and other structures that will allow the country to encourage afforestation. It was the story that we ended with before we went for break. And now the Mozambican nationals conducting business in the city of Manzini appreciates Channel Yemaswati for ensuring that they cover their situations so that they can come to authorities to intervene.
The running of business was disturbed a bit today in Manzini Mall after Mozambican nationals went around giving fruits to people while making way to Channel Yemaswati offices in Manzini to extend their gratitude for visiting the police station, because shortly after their visit, their fellow sister was released. They stated that they are happy with the way the channel broadcasts its news, for it shows what happens at the core of the country.
Bathini ke nyalo
bathi manje nifuneka nihambe futhi kokhona ukukhipha le
imalini
abangantshela bathi funeka niyiphatha nemali.
Ubosholweni wena?
Khona lo ntombatana bahalwa mhla ka-30 mahalwa lo ntombatana sengiyamlamula mina manje lo ntombatana hamba nivulela icala ukuthi mina ngimshayile base sebangifuna beningekho bengisemaputu khona nibuye ngalesibili.
The lady said one time she found two women fighting and she tried to separate them, and that is when one of the women went to open a case of assault against her. She states her only crime was trying to do the right thing, but it only landed her in trouble, which is why she is very thankful to the channel and its director, Mr. Chawe Mamba, for crafting journalists who are exceptional in their work. Reporting for Channel Yemaswati News, I am Nomvuselelo Simelane with Justice Lamini in Manzini.
With that story, we will recap our top stories to end the English news. Zranis Prince Sikalo today visited Kukanyeni in Kundla to give out food parcels and blankets for the elderly to be warm during this winter season. He visited that area with his brother, stating that it is important to care for the elderly. Prince Senzangakona, chief of Yemaswati in the Manzini region, remembered the late Prince Lamusembi as a man who made sure that his community is united and had advice of many essential things that brought development. The Deputy Prime Minister pleads with the senior citizens of the country to support the young ones so that they can grow up and be citizens who are responsible in future. Well, that's all for today. Until next time, please enjoy the rest of your viewing. We'll leave you with a detailed weather forecast for the country and selected towns outside the country. Good night.
This weather forecast is proudly brought to you by FSRA.